Hello everyone, thank you for joining our presentation that talks about proposed framework for resolving consensus in land registration using blockchain technology. The research was conducted by the team Omar Salabi, Wissam bin Amir, Ihab Fallah, and me, the speaker, Nibras Neho. This slide, the content of the presentation, begins with introduction and ends with a conclusion. At the beginning, let me give a brief introduction of blockchain. So, what is the blockchain technology? In general, it's a decentralized digital ledger that records transactions across a network of computers in secure, transparent, and tamper-proof way. That's why the blocks are connected together with a chain. Every block is connected with the previous one with a specific hash code or a unique hash. So the key feature is the decentralization. So no central authority. It means data is stored across many nodes. And the second key feature is transparency. Everyone in the network can view the ledger. And the most important thing is security. Cryptography ensures data integrity and prevent authorized changes. That's why the uses of a blockchain chain can be involved in different sectors such as healthcare, banking, and real estate as our study, and even in elections. Problem statement of the research. There is a major challenge in providing valid and accurate documents in Benghazi city. Even completing the restoration procedures require significant time and effort due to whispered manipulation and fraud. So, ensuring the availability of authentication document remains a key challenge in Benghazi city. In addition, the traditional system that's used nowadays, it's became a more complex. So it's essential to find another way to solve the way that sector dealing with the documentation or real estate or land registration system. Even motivation of the research is investigation of blockchain technology role in reducing the manipulation of land ownership, and then proposing a framework using blockchain technology. After that, improvement payment methods. So, in the related work, we have mentioned some. We have a literature review of our research that talks about blockchain. So, recent studies have explored the integration of blockchain to improve land registration system globally. In Pakistan, a blockchain-based framework was proposed to reduce reliance on centralized system and enhance security. In addition, similar efforts in Turkey and Georgia showed the potential of blockchain streamline process and build the trust among stakeholders. Another cases in Cyprus and Netherlands enhance the need of proper infrastructure and optimization to realize the blockchain full potential. So, at the end, most of the studies agrees that need to change to reduce the manipulation, reduce the amount of time and effort, and improving transparency and trust in the registration process. So most of the studies agreed to adopt a blockchain technology to solve these challenges. Here in the methodology, we used both questionnaire and interview to gather more information about the current situation in Benghazi city. The interview is a part of the questionnaire, but all of the participants submitted the questionnaire answers. That's 150 participants from Benghazi city were applied the questionnaire. Different ages and genders for both males and females was targeted in our study. Here are the sample characteristics, males and females. The females are less than males. Here are the different age group of our research. The goal of targeting both genders and different group of ages is to see the different perspective of views about the ongoing problem. Here are the results that conducted by the questionnaire. Maybe more than half of participants agreed they already lost land due to the tampering with documents by another parties, and more than 90% of participants have already complaints from people regarding losing their lands. Unfortunately, about 80% of participants agreed that there is a required time and effort to ensure the integrity of documents when they are thinking to buy a land or real estate. More than half of the participants, about 80% of them, they don't trust the given document immediately when they decide to buy a land. That's why it takes time and effort to buy a land. But the good thing that more than half of the participants believe in that using advanced technology with high security and protection from modification and tampering would be helpful. So this leads that they are open to use advanced technology to ensure integrity and ensure security. Proposed solution based on the analysis process of the questionnaire and the problems we have figured out or discovered, we designed a framework that consists of 2 steps. The first step is offering a roadmap to solve the problem. It starts with having government divide Benghazi into sectors and assign a unique ID for each piece of land. Then landowners must submit ownership documents which are verified and linked to the assigned ID. So in this step we have 2 cases. Single owners follow the standard process. For multiple hires, a written and documented agreement is required to avoid defaults. Now, after all documents are verified by the court and land registry, the ownership is added to the blockchain under a unique hash and block ID. Once a block is verified, it becomes permanent and secure. Any unverified transaction will be automatically rejected, ensuring full trust. This is real power of blockchain land registry: security, clarity, and immutability. This is for the first step. As we mentioned before, the framework itself consists of two steps. The first framework and the second framework, it's part of the first framework. Here's a detailed look at how digital land transaction process works in our proposed platform. Once the initial land registration phase is completed, the buyer can sign into the platform using their phone number and email. Then the buyer uses GPS to select the land desired area and picks the specific land plot. Next, AI system verifies the land documents, safety and integrity via blockchain and generates a QR code. The buyer scans this QR code to receive PDF file containing important details like seller's contact, land location, size, price, and blockchain land ID. After reviewing, the buyer sends purchase request, which triggers a notification to the seller. If the seller accepts, the AI sends smart contracts to both parties and the blockchain is updated with new transaction. If the seller refuses, the process is simply cancelled. This approach ensures secure, transparent, and automated transaction process. In the discussion, the findings of the ongoing study explore important and pressing need of applying blockchain technology in Benghazi city. We explore that the people are highly recommended to use new technology for ensuring security and transparency. Comparing results with other finds articles, this demonstrates blockchain-based land registry system that can minimize the taken time in selling and buying and even effort. The proposed or the suggested framework is divided into two stages. The first stage declares to make a plan dividing Benghazi city into sectors, and the second phase is concerning with buyers. The stakeholders are signing into the platform and follow the mentioned steps. In conclusion, the findings of our study highlighted the critical need to apply blockchain technology in real estate transaction. We compare our results with previous study. It's clear that blockchain-based land registry system can significantly reduce time needed for buying and selling. The framework conducted based on the analysis process of the questionnaire. 150 copy is distributed to a random sample to gather valuable insight and assess the presence of these issues. And the findings reveal that whispered collaboration in land sales leading to deposit and anonymously within the community. So the framework has been developed to address the challenges in the social activity and overcome the shortcomings of the current process. These are the references that we are using in our research. And at the end, thank you for listening and joining our presentation.